All right, everybody, Grand Rising. It's Shalandor Shea Seeking, and I'm back with another video. And so, again, I guess I should say from American Aborigines Unchained on Facebook and American Empress Unchained here on YouTube. So again, it's always a random something here. And again, unfortunately, I've been dealing with a lot of things around here. You know what I'm saying? That, I don't know, today, it almost feels like a Monday. I guess maybe because of the weather and maybe possibly because I've just been feeling drained. I just feel like I just need some time. I just do, you know? And although, although it's mostly alone time, most of the time, I just feel like I need some time. I don't know. I'm not even dressed, but, I just got out the shower. This was on my mind, and I just wanted to talk about it real quick, okay? So, okay. See, okay, and I'm getting sidetracked because there's things. But I'm trying to be serious right now, okay? I'm trying to be serious. Okay, so, 1 second, and then we're going to get something to eat, okay? Me too. But let me just finish this real quick, please. I'll be right there. Okay, because I'm not even dressed yet. Okay, I'm going to finish this, get dressed, then we'll go. All right? No, or just ask Leah if you could just do it through the thing, and then I'll cash app her to.
No.
Okay.
I don't want to do delivery.
Okay. Is DeJour know? Okay. Okay, y'all. I'll be tripping. Okay, so okay. I'll give you 20 minutes. This is not 1 hour video. This is only like a 20-minute video. Okay. So again, okay, we've been talking a lot about, the Afghanistan, right? Which again correlates with old world energy to me. When we're in reference to the spiritual aspect, what I feel like has to do with something to do with American Aborigines or autochthonous peoples, right? So I was just thinking, because I said, let me slow down, okay? Because I think exactly what they want us to do is what many people are doing, right? Many people that have platforms and positions, right? Remember what I'm trying to tell you? You got to be able to discern. So there was a time, again, this is maybe going along with the whole thing of source, right? Or the Messiah coming and freeing the people. It's not going to be publicized. Do you guys see what I'm saying? Certain things are going to be spoken. Certain things are going to be moving. The currency, the flow of things is going to be different in those times, which is now. Okay? So again, and it is almost like a collective thing though as well, I feel. But I just said, slow down now, because I think when they mentioning this millions of dollars to these individuals, when it's talking about $450,000 per person, and people are saying, okay, they're giving reparations to the people, at the border, things like this. And, I don't know. I just been thinking about this cusp of things, like something on the fence kind of like energy. And, and again, when we're talking about that border between the Shio or the Dalit individuals, and then, above, right, the commoners, peasants, and servants. There is a line there. There's a line of demarcation there. And we talked about how, again, coming into the country, it seems like even some of the people that may be coming in illegally, again, there is a method for people to come in properly. Okay, we get that. I'm just saying people that are just rushing in, right? So again, like I said, we're not seeing the separation here because I'm talking from the American perspective. That doesn't matter what color your skin is today. I know people are going to get mad about that, but it is true. It's the same thing these people in these positions are saying when they're putting these things in front of you, but you're not looking at it that way. So let's just break it down. There's three terms that I want to look in etymology, and I haven't looked yet. I think I looked at immigrant last night before I fell asleep, but I dozed off and I don't even remember what it said. Okay, so again, let's just, before we jump the gun, let's just see what this might be talking about. Cause we know that in the biblical text, that the people were supposed to be waiting for a Messiah or coming for source or God or whatever you might want to call the Elohim, to change things and free these people from this form of slavery. But then again, we have an instance where, like I said, this is just, again, what I'm seeing, right? There's a point when some people wanted to do it themselves. And other people were led to do it. And I was always on the fence about it. And I just didn't know about it. And I just brought those things up that like an unsurety. Okay, we know now. But again, the spiritual aspect of it, or through the word, and then again, through law, right? So I think that, again, at this point in time, I guess we can really assess this and see when we're talking about this, because they did mention it as like a reparation. They're giving reparations to these people. But it depends. Is it those people? Or like I asked the other day, are American so-called Negro, so-called black people, right? Are they listed as immigrants or something of that nature because of the fact that black is a misnomer, African American is a misnomer, and what am I trying to say here? So when we said that they were going to make sure all Americans were taken out of that particular place, right? When we're talking about the whole thing about the whole abandonment issue, right? And I said, what if American so-called citizens are listed as black or African American or other races? Does that include them? Because we kept saying Americans, we're going to make sure all Americans, but then Americans, again, if we're going to go ahead and look at it for what it is, see, and this is what I'm saying about things going underneath our noses, is that people that have changed their nationality or so-called race over to something different. So again, we have to be very careful, because this could be some people that might be upset because this may be the real thing for the real people. So I don't know, y'all. We're going to look at these terms and we're going to see what we come up with. Okay. So again, separated at border. So again, this would be that we're saying that these people were abandoned. They're saying separated. But listen, oh my goodness, why did that? Because, separated. Okay. So that song Separated, I was listening to Avant, one of his other songs, and then it listed like other songs of his below, and then separated. And I had to go ahead, and I think I listened to that before I went to bed. Because it's like when me and you were together, we never turned on our backs on one another. But now that we're separated, we can't stand one another. This made me think about a form of a spiritual connection that was, like somebody sharing the same mind space, like telepathic or telekinesis or some type of spiritual connection, some kind of soul tie, right? I went somewhere else with the song, okay? I don't know if y'all can see, okay? And it's just like, and now that we're separated, we can't stand one another. Even made me think about, we ain't gonna go there. This is not what this is about. Okay, let's go back into this. Okay, so again, this made me think about that song too. I don't know, the separated song. So let's just look. Now that we separated, we can't stand one another. And that's what I was just thinking, like, and you thought you were slick, had tricks up your sleeve. Okay, so again, but I see your stupid. Okay. Because it's kind of harsh to listen to the song when I went back to go listen to it. So it's kind of like, yeah, functioning together in a sense, however this will be, in some kind of partnership. And again, the thing that's freaking me out and irritating me about partnerships these days is that you may be in a partnership that you don't even know that you're in a partnership with. So you may be looking stupid as hell while somebody is reaping all the benefits and you are sitting off to the side getting nothing. And you're pouring out all of your gifts or you see what I'm saying? I don't know. This is just something that I feel like Source has been kind of, but saying it's your fault because you ain't paying attention. It's kind of just been like that kind of energy, right? It's partially your fault, right? All right. But anyways, let's look at this. Okay. So we're going to look at a couple words. So again, by the administration, we're going to just say the administration is considering giving $450,000 per person. Person is another one that we should look up as well. To immigrants at the border. Okay. There are still 1,727 children who have not been reunited with their families since being separated under Trump administration and zero tolerance policy. Right? Zero tolerance policy. I don't know what that policy is, but and whatever. I mean, my mind goes wild. Okay. It's kind of like the whole throwing rocks and stones and then hiding hands. Because even last night, let me tell you something else and I don't know, maybe y'all can help me with this part because I don't know what this is actually talking about. But, yeah, stayed around that damn long. Okay, look, I took a screenshot because I fell asleep and I wanted to remember what I was looking at. Okay, so, okay, so I don't know why, right? Because I was looking up. I don't know why something just hit me in my chest. Felt like something in my chest, right? So again, Larry Hoover, that whole energy of that storyline. I was watching a little interview he was doing with a young lady yesterday. Then we also have this energy here where I was just looking up, it was just random because I was looking up something about, a long time ago, I was looking up something about one of my last names or whatever, one of my surnames in the family, and something about this thing right here, from the Department of Justice, right? It said communications denied by President Obama, right? 2009 and 2017. And I remember that somebody was saying, somebody's getting the blame for all this stuff with the border stuff or something. Remember the situation about, the children, in cages or whatever. But they said, that Obama built those cages. I said to think of real quick. It just, you know what? It all just said, I just had to think. Because there's always the perception of what we're seeing, but there's always something else. See, and with speaking with angels, or again in different angles of the mind, right? I mean, and I'm just saying, like, in general, just the ancestors, just like all the energy force that's surrounding me. It's just like it's something else, and I just don't know. But again, maybe, I mean, and this is a long list. It's a long list. So it took, and I guess my last name was on here, right? The list is so long that I tried to go through and I cannot find exactly. I mean, it keeps going over and over again. And it's not even in alphabetical order. It's like alphabetical order for each year. I mean, as long as I don't know what or whatever. But anyways, it's this list here. And it just made me think about, like captivity in a sense. And the whole energy of even conservatorship. And the whole energy of who is benefiting from people staying in the Sheol, the underworld, or as Dalit people in a caste or class system today. And I thought that, it's funny because as I was looking through some things, I think that I think Obama wrote a book or something that seemed like it might be going to talk about something like this, and I didn't read it. I'm going to say that. But again, it was just so funny because I know this might not be my cousin, right? But it just seemed like there was a book or something or some article that was written, and I thought it was kind of funny or whatever because it was I was trying to see what this meant, what the name was on here. And then also, it was this article or this book was written and the person had the same exact name, first and last name, as one of my cousins. I don't know. It was just tripping me out or whatever. Like I said, because sometimes it may not be that person, but source may be trying to tell me something with that message to catalog that information or something, because later on something is going to come to me. Okay. And that's what comes with being a seer or oracle, scryer, or again, someone who sees in that nature, or just, being gifted a little bit in that nature, however you want to look at it. Okay. Just so we can shy away from the whole thing when it comes to so-called mental conditions or illnesses. There are people that are gifted, that have gifts in these times, and we're just trying to learn how to use them, and and things like this, right? All right. So again, I don't know why this came up. What all this have to do with anything? I just said that because, again, are there people being held, you know what I'm saying, in some form of punishment, some kind of mental prison, some kind of I don't know what source wants me to say. Are there people that have been held in some kind of something? Like even right now, there's lists where, if you do this, or you went this way, or you said this, then it puts you on a list of being a domestic terrorist. But I'm thinking, who are those domestic terrorists? Because it can't be those people that are just trying to speak out. But again, the silencing. See, I noticed the whole thing about, again, the silencing of. And just the targeted energy. So, I don't know. Like I said, we ain't making no kind of assumptions here. This is just theoretical view. Again, looking at some of these alleged things and asking questions. So again, this is some list, right? Communications denied by President Barack Obama from 2019 to 2017. I mean 2009. To 2017. So it's like, is there a list or something, what I'm saying, of naughty children that our fathers use in order to, dictate, what I'm saying, what you'll be able to do, where you'll be able to go? You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm just saying. I mean, when I say our father, I'm just saying the people that are, fathering the country, the lords or landlords, right? Those who preside. I don't know. I'm just questioning. I mean, really, y'all, I know I'm looking crazy. I promise. I'm not trying to do this. But let's look at these terms here. Because I'm just wondering who it's talking about. And then, because if this is talking about, I mean, that would be like a double, like, smack in the face. If we were talking about people coming in here or whatever. Right? But again, like, are we backtracking? Did they take 90,000 away of origines? I'm just trying to figure out. Are they sorry for what they did and they're bringing back the sons and daughters from afar? And this is why we're talking about submarine energy again? And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do right? Or are these new people that are coming in? And are we fighting it thinking that it's new people coming in and when it's really the same people coming in, but they shouldn't try to sneak people back in that they snuck out? Listen, I'm just telling you what source be. I'm just telling you. This is what it is. This could be new people. And this could be causing confusion at the border because this may be talking about, and this is what I'm saying about being straight up and up front, because this may be talking about an issue that's in-house and now it's inviting people from outhouse. So it's kind of just like, you know what I'm saying? If we just said what we meant the right way, then we could probably get somewhere. Because now let's read it. Let's look. We're going to look at, all right, we're going to look at person first. And it shouldn't take that long, okay? I'm just saying. Because then if we fight against this, and it actually means that this is going to benefit old world Indians or Indians, right? That would be something different. That would be justice in a sense. Or would it? Because I don't know. I'm just saying. That's up to you to discern. Okay? Person. An individual, a human being. So again, human. You could break that one down. We already did it on the channel. I'm not doing it again. All right? I know for a fact we had to do human. Okay? On one of the breakdowns. Any one person. Okay? Human being, personage, part in a drama, originally a mask, a false face. What is masked behind this, and why? Because the mask card we just keep having here, okay? You know what I'm saying? But is this talking about something masked as something else? I don't know. That's up for you to discern. A false face, such as those of wood or clay, because the fruits and plants and everything from Genesis 1, that was already talking about people. I know y'all think it's talking about animals, but it was not. Those are coat of arms. Those are other symbolic things that are talking about groups of people, originally people. Then the Lord God came in. That's when God created in Genesis 1. Then the Lord God came in and started taking from what was already there and mixing it with the waters and came up with those creatures. And Eve was the living of those creatures. And, she was the mother of the living. Now, that doesn't mean that, again, there was not, you see what I'm saying? Even in the sense of, again, the earth, the water, I don't know, Aquarian energy, the star. I don't know why I'm seeing all this right here, right? But again, it's that which would be fashioned with wood or clay or water. Mud and water makes clay, right? And then he breathed the breath of life into them, and then they became living creatures. What happened to the people that was already there? What happened to the plants that were growing abundantly and all of those things in Genesis 1? Do you get what I'm saying? Do you get my drift? But again, we have to look at that because when we look at autochthonous earth, all that energy, right? The earth was first. So we know the earth was there even before those other things. So let's look at that now. That which is organically original there. Then something else that is already there but mixed with. And then now a new. See? Right? Okay? And the breath of life was breathed into them. But then again, what happened to those first beings? Those creatures or whatever you want to call it that was created. All right? Covering the whole head. Again, the head of what? See? The head. This makes me think about the head of the eagle. The head of state. You see what I'm saying? Of even a body. You see what I'm saying? Okay? Like we were talking about Marduk, okay, last night. And I didn't finish reading that. I think I'm going to finish it tonight. But I'm just saying. Or that reminds me of even that Christ energy that is to come. Right? And my thing right now is I feel like, again, are we going to be trying to use build the beings? Or are we going to use the original that has come? Because I feel like some people want to do something. And then the original has come. How can the original that has come trust these people when they've worked so hard and diligently to try to replace the original Christ? Energy. When one of their sons, or the son of man, or son of dust, instead of the son of God. What's wrong with the Son of God? Why did everybody want to make it so that they can hate the Son of God? Even though I don't think that that's the case. To sound through, spoken through, amplify the voice. See? And I could feel like the energy. Okay, so it says possibly borrowed from Etruscan. So again, energy of Etruscan. I think we did something on the layout of was it the White House or the Capitol building? I can't remember. An underground energy. And the Etruscans. In the biblical text. So again, as of one of the persons of the Trinity. The Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Or is it? Or are we talking about that tri-energy as a Father, Son, Holy Spirit, or like, I don't know, I'm even thinking like a king, a queen, and a mistress. So, of course, the Empress is going to be like, what is you talking about? because the Empress is not going to work as hard as she's done through this journey and been ordained by God and been working diligently, even though it may not seem like it to people on the outside. The inner work had to be done to come to a place where she knows that she's moving somewhere in life, and then she has to fight for this right, and then also over a mistress or a concubine energy. And then on top of that, some people may not be happy about it. Some of these people may have already been in cahoots or common, they might have been already communicating with each other. And she has to come into this kind of energy like that. That would be weird. But let's keep moving. Again, we talking layers here. All right? One's physical being, a living body. Okay, so again, and that's what I'm saying. Where we at? I'm trying to figure out where we at. One of the relations which a subject may have to a verb. Okay, so a subject. So again, that's what I'm saying. Are people royal subjects at this point in time? Has the land layout already changed, and some people are already taken in as subjects? It's not going to be harsh and crucial. Let's think about that, how it would really be at this point in time if that was to happen in 2021. Accumulating land. Land also represents people. Also, shalanda. Shala. I'm just wondering. Because I do these things because we wondering. Well, I know. They know. We just wondering. Together. Okay. Man in compound for sake of gender neutrality. Okay. A bodily presence. A human being. Okay. Usually including the clothing. So the covering or the coat. So the coat, even from Babylonian thing with Marduk and them, the Joseph in the coat with the many colors, all this energy I feel like we're seeing here. The grammatical category used in the classification of pronouns, possessive determiners, and verb forms according to whether they indicate the speaker. See what I'm saying here? The address and the third party. You see what I'm saying? The speaker, the address. See, and even that energy is giving me the energy of, why do I keep doing this? 3, okay? I don't know, 3, maybe because we're talking 3. Okay, so again, the speaker, the address, and the third party. It's almost like, I like a performance almost. And I think I heard one of the presidents mention something like this not too long ago. If they could, they would produce something else to operate. So I'm just wondering again, does the real power in the voice come from someone, a concealed star that's been trapped? And these people are just using the gases and the energy from this star for their ideas to know because this star is directly connected to God. It would be the highest in the room, would not be able to hide. So somebody's going to go along and find it. And when they do, it's going to be concealed. While they build the bitch, right? To consume the energy of the star that maybe makes the moves, right? Hold on one second. Oh, okay, I remember. Okay. And then you have the portion of that is the face that you see in public. But the one in the middle, I'm thinking even this 3 feminine energies. I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking, like I said, I don't know why Harris been on my mind. Again, along with someone I feel like, again, has been built up to project my energy, along with me still being, like I said, feeling secluded, as if, and then when they're done with that, and when I'm talking too much and I won't shut up and I just won't, what I'm saying, go hide my face in the sand, what I'm saying, that's what it made me feel like, because that's how people are treating in this situation. That's something, if something cannot be, brought to, the light, it's like you're hiding it. And if you're hiding it, what are you hiding it for? Why are you putting it under the guise of everything else? That's not for me. Just with street smarts, that just ain't really real smart. So it makes me hard. It makes it hard for me to even really engage then, because you, and that's the thing, tricks up your sleeve. And that's what I was just thinking. I'm just so tired of people like feeling like that's what they can do to people. Like, even people you would never thought would do that. Like, I know who I am, and I'm not gonna be shut up, sheltered. I should not have to fear for anything. I should not have to be worried for anything at this point in time in my life. Immigrant, one who immigrates. All right. It says to remove, to go into, move in. So again, this is where we can get confused. Are we talking about those people that are moving in? Are we talking about people that are moving on up to the east side? Finally getting a piece of the pie. Due to the apple of God's eye. And what is that talking about? I don't know what it's talking about because I just made it up a little bit, part of it, okay? But I'm just saying, do you get what I'm saying? To remove. So again, when that happened, when these people got stuck behind the Wailing Wall, or the Wailing Wall got stuck in a certain position and started to wail, cry out for her people. I don't know why I'm even hearing crying for Tammuz. I don't know. Okay? I'm just wondering. Because that can mean anything. That can mean the people that were left on that side. Oh, you didn't cross over the border into commoners, peasants, and servants, then you're cut off from being a nation. And we're going to just leave you there abandoned. And now you don't even really realize that you may be under the rulership or leadership of other individuals behind enemy lines or whatnot. To go into, to move in, I don't know, up on your feet, you know what I'm saying? Is it not? I'm just trying to figure out. Immigrant is older. So immigrant is older, okay? And we did a video on that too, so I'm not going to go back into it. There's another deviation. And you could do it on your own, you know what I'm saying? You can just look up the word. From the strict letter of English dictionaries, let's see, which is found extremely convenient in our discourses on population. Again, discourses on population. Discourses. We did a video on discourses as well. So your discourses, right? And I'm not saying that all these people know that they're doing a discourse. That's what I'm saying. That's why these legalities is just too easy for people to bend it to fit into a certain narrative to affect people in a way, but they're not even realizing. That's what I'm saying, bringing things back. That's what I'm saying is wrong with the education system. People don't know nothing. And we go off what we perceive than what we actually hear. We go off of our feelings and trigger words and things. We don't say that word. Oh, let's remove it from the vocabulary. What the hell are you talking about? No, I'm going to need my children to know them words. Okay, so let's keep going. All right. So again, to emerge. So again, emerge, that's something, something emerges from the water or something. It comes, something that comes up. So again, is this the lifting up of the people out of the basement or the Sheol or the underworld or the Dalit energy? All right. Immigration. Okay, so again, they're giving us the perception of these people at the border, but is it really talking about something that's due to you? And we may shut it down before we actually really see what's going on here, because we just want to think the worst. And that's how I'm learning not to think the worst. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be supportive of my children when they talk about making moves and stuff and not be so like, you know what I'm saying? So again, right? But I just want to look at it because this could be something. A person who comes to a country where they were not born in order to settle there. So again, This also, but this is in WordNet, the definition or whatever, in a noun, right? So again, this could also mean those people so again, we have to be very careful. But then again, whenever this imaginary line was drawn in the sand, right? When you landed on one side, were you born there? If we're birthing nations throughout here and we have been already broken off into certain categories or groups or, like clusters of states together that are working together, right? We did a video on that whole thing of how, how they would have possibly, allegedly, one day, possibly, or before, prior, used these camps, these military camps or whatever. So again, I don't know. Like I said, it would be very important to know who we're talking about, though. Because again, the immigrant can be representing something with a discourse. Right when you read that discourse on population, that should already let you know. That should already let you know that it's about to be a lie somewhere. So that's what I'm saying. You always have to just, with all of those things, line them up. Because this could be us shooing away your actual somewhat inheritance, or I don't know, if we don't look at it properly. Because these people are already getting a lot when they come in sometimes, right? So again, how are we looking at it like that? Can it be really that unbalanced, or are we reading into it wrong and we're going to let the wrong people turn you away from what could be supposedly yours? All right? So again, let's see one more. And again, these are just seeds we're just dropping. That's it. It's just a thought, okay? So again, these people are separated, okay? So let's see. Because it seemed like somebody had been benefiting all this time, especially with these little, Trojan horse of things that have been they're trying to pass, these bills being passed. I told y'all, it seemed like it's going to be benefiting those people that are the newcomers. It's going to be benefiting, and not even the newcomers, the people that are even in positions right now that are salty because people like me are making a line of demarcation. Since they drew the line, we're going to draw it between who is origine and who the hell is not. Tired of it. If you're going to give something to these people, to my people, let it be for them. It don't need to be nobody else attached to it this time. This is not what this is for. They can play with law and all this other stuff and always bring everybody else in, and everybody else knows about the shit, get the shit. And you see what I'm saying? I mean, I'm racking up on the quarters. Apologies. Okay. And then you are left there with gifts that are going to keep you stagnant, that are going to keep you in a mindset of waiting on some handouts from somebody instead of giving them the tools they need to be able to be owning things in their own communities. The people that our children see at the store when they go to the corner store, that's going to treat them with the respect. You see what I'm saying? It's a time for healing. That is a part of the healing. So you can put the money in those areas, but if you're putting people that don't give a damn about the people in the positions to take care of those things, it's not going to happen. Separate in reference to a married couples deciding to live apart. Again, this is making me think about, divine masculine feminine energy. This is making me think about, just people's household right now, what things are going on. You know what I'm saying? This is making me think about a lot of things. But again, it's also making me think some things, when something like that is going to break apart, the hidden things that's in the guts of it is going to spill out. Just like the public conservatorship energy. So everybody's trying to claw on, because I feel like, in a sense, some of these family members, whether you knew them or not, you knew about it or not or whatever, were having their claws in something. They were living and thriving off of something. Again, another soul sibling said this, and it really, really resonated with me, because a lot of the times we already think alike, right? That these people are making secret agreements. And this is the whole thing with the father against the father, mother against the sister, all this other energy, because there's secret dealings going on. And some of us just happen to be the black sheep or the cash cow. I was going to say something else, but my daughter is charging me on the coins here for my curse words, which I've been doing really good on, but lately, So now the cash cow is moving on into the position where they like, hold on now. Not even that. You could have just did that and moved on, but now you just moved it to a point where you're going to ridicule. So again, maybe this is also with the song, now that we separated, we can't stand each other. But again, it's got to be evil, give and take. And when somebody takes advantage of someone, especially a divine being, you're not going to be able to get along with it for very long. And it's sad if somebody gets mad at the other person instead of correcting it. So you might even have your whole situation. It might be the people in your household that's doing this behind your back and you don't even know. And then it might be a situation where you're not married, and so you're one of these women that are single, and the masculine is actually raking in. I'm wondering. I mean, and this stuff, I didn't even think that this stuff was going to come out. It's just coming out. This is just a freestyle, and I just don't know. Even the point of, remember that episode in Black Mirror when the person had the husband and wife, I don't know if the wife died or something happened where they got that thing put in their brain, and I think he had to live with her in there yapping all the time, and he wanted to move on with another girlfriend and everything. Is that it? Oh, wait, hold on, y'all. Is that it? So then we have women that will have to be concerned now, because now that might not be going on anymore. That and even with other feminines and being energy vampires and whatever else vampires, succubus energy, taking. And then again, say these people again, maybe it was a match supposed to be made in heaven, but then they thought that was their match. Something happened, circumstances happened, and then now they're not benefiting from that no more, and so they don't want you around no more. Which is why it may be seeming like even that some masculines or some of that energy, masculine and feminine energy I've witnessed, can come in and try to be right. Just because I deal with not just my masculine energies or feminine energy, I deal with many energies. Not like that. Okay, do you get what I'm saying? The way I see is like a kind of like a scale. I don't know. It just like my sensors just. I can tell when there's someone else around, but I try not to like engage because it makes me feel kind of uncomfortable sometimes, because I only, at one point in time in this, and the whole time that I've been in this, I wanted to save my energy for one connection. The one that I thought was, heaven sent, right? So again, that confused, I don't like that. I don't like that whole, you know what I'm saying? It would be different if it was like physical courtship, but I don't like that. And it's not control issues. It's just I like to know what's going on around me and my children. Again, because again, the spiritual realm is kind of like right in front of me. It's almost more something than what is really going on here sometimes. You see what I'm saying? Or like I told y'all before, it feels like, well, you got to go here, you got to go here, you got to go there, you got to go there. So again, the whole thing, we're going back to Genesis 6, I think, when they didn't make anyone reign on the earth yet. Because the earth was taking too long, possibly. She was probably taking too long because of the ramifications, because of the situation. And so he's going to shove somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, honey. No. And I don't want to be like no burden either. I mean, come on, man. If it ain't there, it's not there, honey. And that's just the way I look at it. You see what I'm saying? And then that just means I just played the fool. Then I thought something was something. It wasn't that. And then again, I have to then take myself back out of the situation, dust myself back off again, and continue to be amazing, because I'm not going to let anyone take away that. Well, and I'm just saying, I work too hard on myself. I am so happy. I am so thrilled. And there's more work to do. And I refuse. No. I don't want to block nobody's blessings. I don't want to block nobody. You know what I'm saying? I want to encourage people. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I'm just at a point in my life here where somebody, if I know my worth, Somebody else probably need to know that then. And when they come here. And that's just how I look at it. And that's not to say I'm better than, and I hope that all women, it's one of those oldie songs, so that's why I be listening to y'all. Maybe that's why I'm just like all about this whole lovey stuff or whatever, right? But I don't know if it's Barry or Levert that says, I wish that every woman could be loved like the way that I love you. You know what I'm saying? And that is something. And I think that people thought, like, because my relationship, my how it was and how long it lasted, high school and all that stuff, that, like it was ideal. But there's always going to be something. And it takes hard times and changes and stuff like that. And growth in certain people. And some people like to stay the same. To show that, again, people can be separated and not hate each other. Can they? Okay, I don't know, y'all. But at this point, I don't give a damn. So, let's keep moving. All right? Being or feeling set apart and kept away from others could not remain the isolated figure he had been. Yeah, I guess that's a quote or something, right? And that's me. I'm busting out of here, man. It's like I'm coming out. It's almost like Truman, y'all. It's almost like on that coat of arms, on that emblem that we saw with that dog star. Look, we got the star sitting here on this stamp. Or the sun, okay? It's a wrap. Generational curses done. I'm hoping that we freed the so-called slaves. And again, I don't know. It feels, what I'm saying? It's like take the lid off. But I think under pressure, the gases, have like been refined. Like chill. Take a chill pill up off of me, man. I don't know, which is giving me, again, why I keep pulling that star card in the Aquarius, the star card, right? So again, it's the age of information, or I poured out enough. Let me live. 1 second. I'm almost done. Okay, separated at the joint. No longer connected or joined. And again, it's sad because last night I was listening to one song. I'm almost done. Yeah, I know it gets stuck like that. I was listening to a song or whatever. It made me real sad because I said, am I at a point where, I'm saying, my deep connections are going to be, not remembered anymore. Like every day I wake up, I just say, I'm saying, is this the day, right? And I hope I'm prepared if this was something just to get me prepared, right? But it's like, nah. From one aspect of this, the can't. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it. But it's okay. But it's just like, man. All right? So I don't know, y'all. So I'm going to come back real quick. Hold on. Yeah, because it's stuck. Okay, y'all. It's stuck. So I was going to show you guys these cards. And you can't see the cards. They're so beautiful. You can't see them. But we got 10 more minutes left. And I'm going to go ahead and read these off real quick. And then I'll let you go. I mean, just to give somebody a little something in their day or whatever. Because, this is just like a trick of all trades kind of show. Or not show, okay? Platform or channel. And that's what I'm trying to give y'all, okay? So, all right, it says house 10. And there's a beautiful owl here with a heart locket and a rose on his chest. And it says structure, discipline, life mission, accomplishments, and let's see, career. All right. So it's kind of like that energy. And it's just like, no. Okay. All right. So mutable, surrender, fluidity, and welcoming change. And I am welcoming change. I don't like change. But I'm willing to welcome it. But it's just like, I ain't welcome. No. It's like, I don't know, y'all. Okay. I'm good, but I'm just saying, if it ain't that, let me know what it is. That's what I'm saying, okay? So again, Uranus, radically change, okay? House 1, individuality, self-image, and approach to lift. So again, and this would be just make me so happy. Have the people been lifted and then gifted and now somebody's jealous because they now a certain group is jealous because or hating in a sense because they have always been benefiting from these things and they can't ride on the coattail or suck with their succubus energy in their children for the next whatever years. It's going to be fair and balanced, and that's all I'm asking for. Nobody's life is more important than anyone else's. Okay, but what I'm saying is it's time. It's time. And if these people cared, something would have been done a long time ago. So that they care now, you have to be careful why they care. Because it might be talking about the situation where, again, it's going to be the lower class caste people that probably don't even know nothing or care nothing about this stuff that I am standing for in front of you. Everybody else thinks that they've already made it. All right. So again, we got the fire card, and it's a heart here with a torch, right? I wish y'all could see these cards. Confident, optimism, passion, and bravery, right? So it's almost like you gotta be like making some kind of debut or something, right? But it's kind of like a secret. But it's just like, man, no, wait a minute. These are the same people that probably wanted to have me gone off this planet just a minute ago. No, we're gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna have to be some kind of event or something because I can't trust it. You see what I'm saying? No, my coming out gonna have to be public, honey, because I just can't even see it no other kind of way these days. So again, why is it thundering? Okay. All right. So again, I just feel like I'm at a point where I'm just not about to be playing silly. I ain't playing with my life. I got more things to accomplish. I'm cool. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like that. All right. So again, I have to go and take my daughter to get something to eat, and I will see you guys soon. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and join us in the in the Facebook group American Aborigines Unchained for more alternative information, past, present, and future. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.